So I guess it all goes back to this, right? Everybody's done fuck shit. For me, I call it like I see it, but it all started from a silly ass being petty. It should have stayed at the videos. It did not. CPS has been contacted. I think, Sassy, you said PETA or Fishers or what is it? PETA?
Both of them, Fishing and Wildlife and PETA.
You said they came to your house too, so they
No. I've not said they've come. Kimmy has made videos that she's reaching out to them. Fish and Game has the keys to our whole company. They eat lunch here every Wednesday. Angel has seen that one. PETA, they literally come here when we take in a rescued animal. PETA comes here because the animal is abused from where we get it from. So PETA's already been here.
Right, but because of Kimmy calling, right? What I'm trying to get down to is that I thought that's what you said to me, that CPS has been called from that side.
CPS has, yes.
PETA has been called. Kimmy made a call to them. They had to come out. You had to talk to your mama about that. The fishing thing, the same thing, the fishing game, Kimmy supposedly called. They came out to you. So my whole point of saying that is, since all that's happened, it's all started and just kept going. Where are we now, though? Well, like, where are we at 144?
I've already said what I'm going to do.
So
I'm not going to speak on any of Kimmy's situation. If I find out about a live, or I'll go in and try to defend as much as I fucking can. I mean, that's where I stand.
And where do you stand, Kimmy?
All right, I won't say nothing either.
So, Kimmy, I think you're going to have issues with the girls that you're sitting with, getting them to stop. Because you know that I know that we all know once they get going, you can't stop them.
Well, I can't control them, just like Sassy can't control you. I can, any of y'all, I can only say, I can only give my input. And that's all I can do.
I agree.
But for us, right?
So I can't speak for what they will do, right? So for me, I will not say anything about Sassy or her family or anything like that.
Now, I'm going to say this. I feel like we can go to Grow or Mayday, one of us, and tell them to stop, right? I feel like, or collectively, right? We could do that.
Right, because I'm going to be honest.
What you're going to have to do
Go ahead.
is to go to the wreck-it and tell them to knock it the fuck off.
Well, you all, I'm going to tell you right now.
That ain't going to work.
Kimmy cannot go to fucking Wreck-It and tell them, I said you need to knock it the fuck off. Now, that ain't going to happen. Kimmy don't have control over them. Kimmy may sit in boxes with them and whatever, but Kimmy cannot go to them and tell them you need to knock it the fuck off. That ain't going to happen.
She can't, but I can. I can go to a couple of them that I do talk to personally off of here, not about any of the drama, and have a conversation with them as far as not speaking on it and letting it go. I haven't been in a live with Wreck-It where they have, but I don't go to many lives. I kind of stayed out of the Wreck-It lives, you know, out like I've always talked to Monster. I've always talked to EP. I talked to Carmatic, but I just kind of steered clear when it was when some things got brought to me about Wreck-It saying this and Wreck-It saying that. The same thing with Meme and Groho. I will touch base with some of the Wreck-Its to try to nip it in the bud the best that I can. I just hope that you guys can do the same thing as far as Groho and Meme, because if the two people that this started with can come to an agreement to stop, if Meme and Motormouth want to continue, then I will dig so fucking deep that I'll come at their necks, because it's Sassy's and Kimmy that matter in this situation. If they can come to an agreement after all that has transpired, it's nobody else's fucking business. And I don't have a problem with saying that loud.
Well, I did send Meme a message on here while y'all were talking and asked for nothing more to be said about Kimmy. I did strictly asked Kimmy And no disrespect, but I don't care about the other ones, right? I didn't fuck with them previously, so I don't care. I just want it for me, for Sassy, for Kimmy, for their families, for everybody in surrounding, even as Kimmy's friends, them sitting over there, just for it to stop. All of it. Like, fucking let it go. Y'all don't have to talk. You ain't gotta be best friends. But go back on live, enjoy it, have peace, do your TikToks. Everybody shouldn't have to think, oh, goddamn, that's videos about me. Oh, she's talking about my flat ass, or she's talking about my saggy titties. Fuck all that.
Girl, I do. I got old fucking titties now. They sagging. And I did have, contrary to your belief, Kimmy, I used to have a big black badonkadonk. But I was not blessed with big motherfucking titties.
Y'all was some of mine. I got enough for all.
Wait a minute. So therefore, with my old age, my ass sags. And it ain't fat no more.
Look, if y'all want some titties, I'll throw them out to you.
No, my back's worse.
But listen, I got to get off here. I got to be at work. I mean, I don't know if you ever heard me or not, but I'm setting my alarm for four something, and here it is too. Sassy, I love you. Kimmy, I love you. I hope that it stays this way. I pray because I could say it for both ends. I feel like if Sassy sees something or Kimmy sees something, it's just gonna start up again.
Nope. I'll even do one better. And whether she chooses to or not. I mean, I've got her blocked on text messages. I'll unblock her, and if I hear anything, I'll say something. We ain't got to be fucking friends. Here it is. This is what I'm getting ready to fucking do, and let it be. If she's brought up in a fucking live, I will drop out of a fucking box. I will not entertain it. Nothing. That's what Sassy will do.
And I think if we all wanted to go doing it, you guys hear me because I just turned the corner. But I think if we all wanted to, and we all have to do that.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what I do, don't I, OG?
Oh my God, you disappear.
I know I get on your nerves, but as soon as I hear the word y'all or that side, I'm out. Same thing with Kimmy, though. She'll say the same thing. As soon as I hear that, I drop. And that's just because I love you both. I don't condone any of this stuff. I have my own experience with Pissy Missy. It didn't feel good. Still, a year later, it's still going on. It still don't feel good. There was a time that I really loved her unconditionally. So, and that's why I was so big on trying to share my experience.
I stand on it. And I mean, it is what it is. You know, I have no problems, and I've said it. I have no problems admitting my feelings. Do I agree with everything that has been done to me? Nope. But at the same time, Kimmy was my friend. Very much was.
Of course.
And I will always love her, no matter fucking what. So, that's that.
All right. Well, y'all have a good night. I'm going to get out of here.
You too. Thank you.
Bye, guys. Love you, Sass. Keep your head up. Love you, OG. Love you, Angel.
Love you.
Well, there's that.
Hope everybody got what they wanted.
Joe. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
I heard your ass snoring, bitch.
Is it done?
Yeah.
Oh, God. That's so painful. Bitch, I got drool out my
Painfully
mouth.
put her
Am I
to
video
sleep.
on? Oh God. What
Are
else?
you tired, Joe?
Yeah, I worked all day. I wasn't. I hate this. I hate it. I hate it for everybody.
Well, everybody got what they wanted. I mean,
Just hope everybody that's on the outside, everybody that's on the inside, on sneakies, not on sneakies, on the outside, on sneakies. I just hope now it just can stop. I just hope. But as far as you two go, is this it? This it? No more mentioning each other?
I'm not. Look, I did not want to mention any of it, but you've got, Oompa Loompa there, and no, stop. I'm not pulling a Joe with the names. You got them over there, on their live saying their part about the shit. You know what I mean? It's like, should I? Should I leave it alone? Should I not? Because I know what I said to Kimmy and I want to stand on it. But at the same time, like, everything's got fucking twisted, and it all because I said to Angel privately, I felt as though you lied on Kimmy and I both. Like, it was like you were saying what Kimmy was saying was a lie and what I was saying was a lie. Like, that should have been her and I that said it. And she didn't like it. She also thought that me, OG, and Randy were talking shit about her in the fucking chat, and we didn't. She got all paranoid about that. I mean, it wasn't a fucking problem, and none of this was a problem until I said something to Angel. And then now all of a sudden her and Casey concocted all of this. Yes, Barbie. I mean, it's
So just being neutral across the board, even in this situation, I think what they wanted was to own their part.
no,
I
they
didn't.
didn't.
I
But I'm
didn't.
not going to be neutral on that, Joe.
No,
And
but I am. So, and I'm just being who I've always been, and just saying my part, right? Like I haven't watched any of the lives or any of that stuff. I think that they wanted to own their part and what they did. I don't know how the verbiage was that they used or how it came out or any of that. But I do think that that was their intent. I don't think it was to keep going, because what I can say is being a friend amongst you, I don't know Casey like that. Y'all, I don't fuck with Maddie, Wicked, or Melinda. They're just not my cup of tea. OG and Angel, I do talk to them. They are my friends. But what I will say is I think that
course.
they were hurt by how all this all transpired. I just hate it, man. I
The
just hate
only
it.
person that I believe that was halfway hurt over all of this, and I stand on it, is OG. That's the only fucking one. But again, that goes back to, like Kimmy said to OG. Her words to OG was, I already knew that she was going to choose Sassy. And for me, I already knew that OG was going to choose Angel. I mean, I seen it from the start. I seen it from the get. I had people reaching out to me, telling me that one time I'm sitting in a chat with Angel, she's going to other people, telling them my business. I sat quiet on it. I did, right? Like, I'll throw shit out. I do have toxic traits. I'll throw shit out just to see how far it's gonna fucking go. Because it don't matter how low you cut your fucking grass, a snake will still slither. And for OG, me calling OG after I said that to Angel, right? Then from there, OG has a conversation with me. She's telling me something totally fucking different, right? like, oh, Angel loves you, and I don't understand why we're all believing Kimmy was a liar. And the whole time I'm playing OG because I already know that she's in a fucking chat, and I already have a recording where she's in a chat and she's talking shit about me. I already have it.
I don't know any of that stuff.
Kimmy, actually, what you just sent, no. And that's where I was wrong. You know, I should have known that when anytime anybody else's business conspired, Angel told us all. People from the Wreck-It cruise. It's a small conversation with somebody that I talk to just about every day. She had a conversation with her, and she comes right in the chat and she tells us all the business. Right?
This is really what I'm talking about right here, and I don't even mean to cut you off. This is like right in the chat, like right now in the chat. Like we just played a fucking call where two friends were going at it and said the most nastiest fucking shit to each other. And all you can say, Angry, is that you're being lied to and you got proof. When does the proof stop? When does it fucking stop?
Yeah, but you can't go and attack her because...
I'm not. I'm just saying in general. I'm not attacking her. I'm making an outright calling it for what it is. When does it stop?
It's the same proof that I just told Kimmy I will send to her.
I don't know about any of that. I was asleep. I mean, letting y'all hear that. So I don't know about any of that.
You pulled a Kimmy and fell asleep.
Well, go back and read the chat.
Than what I say to Kimmy,
because it's all in it.
All right, well that's fine. And listen, I'll probably say the same shit in there. It's no different than yesterday. And Kimmy, you seen it. And with Angel went live. They all, to take their accountability. I said, please stop. Angel, stop. She paused, and then and I got on a call with her and OG, and Casey was there as well. And I said, what is the point? What is the point of keep going? You've owned it. Kimmy knows that where you stand, the part that you guys played. Like, why do we have to keep going? Why? And it's the same thing I'm saying here. I'm not.
And I'm sure Casey...
And Angry, I do, sweetheart. Believe that. If they were allowed in this live, there's one thing there was one thing about me, and two things for certain, is I'm very transparent and I'm very bluntly honest. If you don't think that I don't pull my friends up because I actually love and care for my friends unconditionally and can give fuck all about some TikTok drama, believe you me, sweetheart, I have the same energy across the board because I unconditionally cared, whether it's Kimmy, whether it's Sassy, whether it's Train, whether it's T, whether it's any of my friends, Angel, OG, I absolutely do. I'm the whole reason why, and that live stopped last night. Is that not true, Kimmy?
Yeah. I know that. I have the whole
I am very honest with my friends.
But it didn't do no good because, again, they have no respect for you. And that goes back to Angry being in the chat, knowing the things that Angel has said to us about you,
to be fair,
about other people. And to be fair, she turned around, obviously had no respect because she turned around and decided to do it any fucking ways today.
Well, so to be fair, I think feelings were hurt across the board. And so for me, because now listen, I'm the neutral one, right? I try to call it like I see it across the board. I have you feeling your way. I have Kimmy feeling away. I have OG feeling away. I have Angel feeling away. So I finally messaged Kimmy and said, you know what? Y'all do whatever. If this is the piece that y'all need, so be it. OG, Angel, if this is the piece that y'all need, so be it. I am not going to say anything anymore. I don't want no part of it. So y'all do whatever your heart tells y'all to do. And that's how I left it.
So for me, the live was, for me, this is what the live was supposed to be about. And I said this to Angel. And I have the messages where I said, the apology should be just as loud as the lie was. If you're going to apologize to me and be accountable, for the fuck shit and the lie that was told on my family, because again, there was no allegations made in my home. My home was never investigated, ever. No one in my home was ever investigated. It was a situation that was created by someone with a mental health issue. If it was going to be done on, since all of it was done on a live, I felt like Angel, OG, should be accountable on a live. And that's what what I was told was the live was about. Like I said, I went in for just a minute. I even wrote in the comments, I'm at work, I'm really busy. Is May May and Grow in here? I wrote that because they should hear that what you're being accountable for. So they can leave me the fuck alone. Every time them or one of their little friends see me, they have something to say about my granddaughter. And how I'm not keeping her safe, and how I have all these domestic violence charges and all types of shit. So I felt that if you're going to apologize to me and be accountable for things, it was done on a live. I should get my apology, and the accountability should be on a live. And I let Angel know that, and she said that was absolutely, I was right. So like I said, I have not seen the live. I don't know what was said. The part that I seen was her saying that she was apologizing and being accountable, and then I wrote in the chat and said, I'm busy.
It's a different call, Joe. There's a lot that's conspired behind the scenes that you don't know.
You're right, because I've stayed out of it.
I don't even know what
Maddie's
I've never even heard anything about Casey reaching out to you about the fake account. Are you talking about the fake account that was made on Casey?
What was said that was on the call, which was about the fake account. OG said that in the call that we just listened to. She said that there was the fake account, and then the call to CPS, and then that is when they reached out to that's when y'all reached out to Casey. Or
what?
So what Angry is saying?
Oh, okay, to see if the stories. Okay, I gotcha.
That's when the story supposedly you guys reached out to Casey.
I reached out to Casey and Angry when I went live the very first time to talk about me and Kimmy playing the parts in The Karma Is Coming, and knowing about, and me and OG knowing about the other account that was made on just Casey. That's what
and Randy knew about that.
Casey.
But I think she's talking about
what?
Or maybe I'm wrong. I have no idea what she's talking about.
I don't know. I think I don't know. I like, oh God, it's just so much.
I mean,
Angry. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I mean, you can ask. Well, I'm not even gonna bring her in it. I'm gonna say Nicole's there. You just came in the live. You can ask Nicole. Did I reach out to Nicole? No, it was OG.
Well, who called the cops on Kimmy and them then?
I never called the fucking cops on Kimmy.
What about Lillian?
So here's the deal with that one. Lillian started getting, or OG started getting these messages, right? Mm-hmm. That Lillian was stating that she was going to, slit her and write her husband's name in the blood. And OG was upset. She was crying. And she said that she was going to call the cops. I went and looked up the name or the numbers for the two counties, because again, I was being told that they weren't for sure about the counties, because it's like, and I know Kimmy has always said, like, on one side of the road it's one county, and on the other side it's another county. So I looked up.
No, it's different. It's different towns, but it's all Hamilton County.
Okay. So I'm looking up the two different places, right? Somebody ends up giving it to me. From there, OG says she's going to call. She's still upset. She's, very distraught. Like, what the fuck is all of this shit? Again, CPS the first time had already been called on me. So I say, I'll call. I talked to a detective. I told the detective that there was an individual that was threatening to, what the messages was saying. The detective told me to come into my town and file charges. From there, I told him, it's not me, this is a friend of mine. And from there, the gentleman asked me who the name was. I told him who the girl's name was. He then proceeds to say, yep, we have her in our system. I will reach out to her and tell her to leave you alone. And if not, then you're going to have to file charges. From there, the next night, that night or the following night, OG's job kept being called and called and called and called, right? Then
But that's not true. Her job was only called one time.
Okay, well, I'm stating what
OG even said that in a call, that her job was only called
That's a lie.
once.
OG told us that the phone kept ringing and ringing and ringing. They do not answer phone numbers that are anonymous or unavailable or whatever. Finally, she had gone into the office. She picked it up. It was Lillian on the phone. From there, she began threatening her. She hung up the phone on Lillian. She went and told her boss. Her boss then told OG, you have to call the cops. Her job did not call the cops. And if they did, that is not what OG told us. Okay? OG
Well, a job can't, nobody can, that would be like me calling the police and trying to press charges for you. It doesn't work.
So what I will say is this. The job, if somebody calls somebody's job and makes a threat as such that was made, right? I'm not going to repeat it.
But she didn't make that threat on that call. That's not what happened. She did say that she called one time. The phone did ring a lot of times. OG answered the phone. All she said to OG was like, see, you are able to be found. And the phone was hung up. She never called back. She never talked to OG's boss. None of that. The threat was made in a text message. But if you've seen the text message, message to that, you can only push someone so far before they're going to say something back.
I was not shown the text messages that.
I just wanted
What was shown to me was that this was Lillian doing all of this. The only thing OG showed me was what Lillian was sending and how OG kept saying, stop calling me. And Lillian would send something else and OG would say, stop calling me or stop texting me. That's all I seen.
But what about the messages that was before the stop calling me?
She never showed me anything before.
So what I will say is if there's a threat that is made, that's supposed to transpire or take place at a place of business or an establishment, it is 100% the GM, the assistant manager, or whoever is there at that time within a management position to contact ethics as well as the police to make a report. So I do know that to be factual. Whether or not that's what happened or not, I have no clue. I have no clue. But I do know that is a factual thing. And I recall that's what OG told me. Because of the threat that was made, her boss had to make a report on it.
The threat was never made verbally. She never made a verbal threat. It was in a text message. And she wasn't at work when she got the message.
What we were told must be totally different, because OG said that her boss had her call, because again, there was a text message that Lillian sent to OG, right? Had nothing to do with the job, right?
Right.
OG lives in another county from her work, right? So then when she goes to work, another county. Lillian calls her job. OG answers, whatever was said. Then from there, she tells her job. The job tells OG to call the cops. OG calls the cops. The cops then come out, tell OG, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, there's nothing I can do. OG proceeds to tell him, I understand this, but my boss told me that I have to call. So they have the report on file. So if Lillian shows up to my job, then they can file charges on her from there. Then they will take it over. The corporation will then take it over. Then that officer told OG that she needed to go in her county and file charges, to which OG said the following day she was going to, and she never did. So that's what we were told.
No, that's not what we were told. We were told that you were the one that called the police, that you called our district, and that they said that they know me. They know me very well. They haven't heard me being in anything for the past 4 to 5 years, but they will try to find me, which is crazy to me because my information's on my ID. And that's what they go by. They just look that up and it's there. Plus, they know where my parents live.
And did they show up to your house?
They couldn't find Lillian at first, and then they found her, and then that's when that officer reached out to Lillian. What about the police that came to Lillian's job?
I don't know nothing about that one. What do you mean come to her job?
So there was cops that came to Lillian's job. They came in and they said that somebody called and said that there was a report of it was either 2 loose dogs or a loose dog that was loose running around in the store. Like basically saying she was a dog running around in the store, which Lillian said, that was a good one. That was something that was funny. But that was told that could have been.
Not I. That was not me.
Well, I don't know. I got to get off here. I have to, go to work again, unfortunately. But fortunately, I guess. Sorry, I was snoring in the live.
Well, you wasn't until the end when the recording stopped. I thought
I'm glad y'all couldn't
something.
hear me.
I was like, hold on, I know she ain't snoring. And
I was going to.
She was like, is it over?
Oh, Lord. All right, well, that was the recording that has caused so much questioning.
Yes, because again, they kept saying one thing and it's totally fucking different. And then they turned around and they've switched it up again.
Well, I'm gonna get off here. I hate this. It just hurts my heart. I hate it. Hopefully it can all go away and just stop. I mean, that's what I'm praying for. I think a lot has passed, past repair and I get that. I've shared over and over and over my experience on this app and what I thought was a friend and all that. It just sucks either which way it goes. But I will talk to y'all two ladies tomorrow. Bye, guys. Good night. I love y'all.
All right.
I hope it ends here.